VG on attack, or Excellent on defense.
Yep. And it's
Rook.
going to be karaoke, of course.
I see a Rook.
Yeah, a little bit, I mean, you know, it's so weird to say that Rook is abnormal, but he is. He's absolutely abnormal in this current meta. You see more often if we're going to see either between a Rook and a Doc, you're going to see a Doc 9 times out of 10. So seeing this Rook, I mean, obviously they have a plan for the impact grenades.
So people tell me that that in his profile picture there, in the operator selection screen, that picture of his elite skin looks like an astronaut's helmet. To me, it looks more like a fishbowl upside down on his head. I'm an aquarium fish kind of guy.
That's how a child cosplays as an astronaut, don't you know?
Yes, that actually is very true.
That's how you got to do it, man.
My head was never small enough to fit into one of those, so I've always been a big-headed kid.
I never wanted to pretend to be an astronaut. Never did that.
I was more of a magician as a kid.
No, I feel that. I respect that. Now, again, it is going to be a top 4 defense from Excellence. No surprise there. This is the bomb site of preference for almost every single team. You got that secondary bomb site downstairs in the kitchen barbecue for the which could be the majority of the rotation here.
Gurmy's going to be tucked around inside of the pantry hallway, reception hallway, which is not necessarily a common spot, but it is very open, and a lot of the times you will have drones passing through here like a highway, so I don't necessarily know if Gurmy's going to get the luxury of standing around here the whole time.
VG's not pressuring too hard in delivery. I'm not sure what's going on there. It looks like it's just going to be a straight take onto the balcony. And we've discussed this before, how sometimes Skyscraper can devolve into just, hey, take from the balcony, take from the balcony, take from the balcony. And 9 times out of 10 when this happens, the attackers lose, straight up. Because when you're forcing in through nothing but the balcony onto a top floor attack, defense, yeah, you just funneled, exactly. You can see here King George using his levitation skills to pressure onto that bottom north stairs window. And basically that bottom north stairs window, but by cutting that off, he's going to make it so Gurmy can't rotate back into the site. That's really good pressure there from King George.
Yep.
You can see Gurmy. Now, he's stuck here. He doesn't really have a lot of maneuverability. He's going to know where the attackers are using his pulse sensor, but he can't do anything about it. I mean, if he challenges King George, he straight loses. There's no way he wins that fight.
The one saving grace he has is to hop out the window, get the side flank on George, but again, I think George is going to hear that.
He could, in theory, also kind of hook a C4 up onto those guys on the balcony above him. Now, of course, the balcony's not destructible from below, as far as I could tell. But he can hook up a C4. He can make that arc
right
happen.
Above him, there's the C4 getting placed. It's pre-placed right now. Gurmy's just waiting for that perfect time. Shot's going to come in through. He realized that his life was almost in danger. So he blew it a little early, but that's better than leaving it there for the whole round. Now it looks as though Slash and King George are both going to pinch onto Gurmy. They know he's here, so King George has his eagle eye right down onto the corridor. Clip's going to try to bait out some more of those gas grenades. 50 seconds left on the board, still 5-5. Flashbeam is going to come out from King there onto the B site. And Smoke is now being met there with a drone trying to kiss him on the face. So Gurmy tagged on outside. Geo picks up 1 kill into King, but not before Brian gets laid out flat by King George. Gurmy coming on up the north stairs, tags 1 down, almost all another, go for the tag, turns his back at the wrong time, Eclipse picks it on up for the refrag trade, a 3-on-3, 20 seconds to go. Fox has moved on into the yellow cubby, and I believe we have a Thatcher, I think that's Young, inside of the B site. He's going to pick up 1 kill, go for the plant down. 2 members left, going to be Fox inside the cubby. My man's going to be, I believe that's going to be coming from Drum Room. Picks up the kill on a Young. Diffuser was not successfully planted. They're going to moving forward. Slash gets the trade there on the Young. Last man alive is going to be Fox. Plant goes down, it looks like, and there is Eclipse. I don't know if Fox is going to see him in time. Goes to the shot. Oh, the plant goes down, and there's the refrag coming out. Slash gets the pistol kill. Attackers will win round number 1. VG comes out on top.
Wow, what a series of events there. So the first thing that started that cascade of trades was King George falling off his hold of those bottom north stairs. Because of that, he got the kill on the player inside of the B bomb site. But after he got the kill on the player inside the B bomb site, he got refragged. Then, more importantly, there was no one holding that north stairs rotation yet again. So the Pulse was allowed to come up and take out somebody, one of the attackers playing on the north balcony. And after that, we saw the aggression from the Sledge rush on in and get that refrag onto the Pulse. Just a back and forth cascade. Then we saw some engagements happening into the Geisha room, and it came down to a 2 versus 1 in favor of the attackers. That was VG. They got the defused plant with very moments to spare. Well, no moments to spare. Exactly 0, actually. They cut the diffuser plant, and right after that, Slashhog managed to get the trade from his Thatcher teammate who had planted. So just a series of trades, really, in that round, and it all started when King George came off of the North Stairs hold. Now, we are going to see VG walking away with that nice little 1-round lead, and it's going to be Excellence onto the attack at the same bomb site on top floor. Again, no surprises.
I want to see where Slash tosses out this camera instead of Dragon. I oftentimes get asked, where's some good Valk cams to get placed in Skyscraper?
Freaking everywhere, dude.
Everywhere.
You throw a camera outside on Skyscraper, and it is hard to find. I mean, there are
surprisingly,
so
we don't
many
see IQ though.
You know, we've seen IQ a couple times on Skyscraper. I think the reason we don't see as much IQ play on Skyscraper as we would expect is because it's Skyscraper and we don't see Skyscraper. it's less about IQ, it's more about Skyscraper not being played often.
It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me.
Yeah, so this early aggression from Foxay is actually not to be overlooked, because the fact that he was allowed to vault in like that means that VG very clearly doesn't have any presence on that roam game. And you can see here he opened up, I believe that's underneath yellow corner, which means that when the push comes from Excellence into the bomb site, there's not going to be a corner for VG to safely hide it inside of A. So that was a really good early Ash charge there from Foxay. Even though you could see he completely defaulted off that presence, it still means that VG can't play in that corner. That's huge. Now, Excellence just going to be defaulting it back to the normal take after that Ash charge. It looks like actually Slash is going to read into this, I think. Yeah, he's going to be like, okay, well, you opened up the floor, but you're not playing it anymore.
Note to self, people playing against Vertical Gaming and Slash, if he's still alive,
he's going to be thrown under a window.
Treat every single window you vault in like there's a frost trap.
My man reading into that, apparently.
Yeah, he's going to hear that wiggle on through the hallway, or wiggling through the room to the bottom of the windowsill. Geo, though, picks up a nice frag there onto Eclipse, coming on out of the terrace to Drum.
That knife that Slashhug got earlier on the west window.
That was Capital, yep.
Yeah, that's what VG would call the snake knife.
Is that Snake Nade's proprietary thing?
He started that out, yeah.
Okay. Now there are only 3 members left here on VG. King George meeting a little bit of a skirmish. Skirmish going to come up the north stairs, tag a couple shots towards Avian, but misses each and every one of them. The man picks up the kill with the L85 on a Young. Looks like Foxay and King George going to go back and forth. King George loses that engagement. Last penalized is going to be Avian, and there's going to be a flawless round for Excellence as they just force their way onto site, taking out every member of VG.
So it's worth noting there that Excellence here, okay, very clearly, first of all, seems like this map is, to start things out, attacker-sided through and through. But the more important thing there is, like you said, flawless round for Excellence. They didn't lose a single member, and they had a very well-coordinated attack there. I really like their early aggression downstairs, disabling the yellow corner. Once they disabled the yellow corner, it's just a collapse onto the A bomb site. Really well-coordinated. Love it. Whereas VG, they had to struggle to take into the B bomb site, and they had to keep getting those refrags after refrags after refrags. So, despite it being, whoa, is this invitational, VG?
I was going to say, is this an invitation where we're seeing the Monty come on out? I remember seeing Monty push on up the north stairs.
Yeah, we haven't, well, he didn't push up the north stairs. He came from the north balcony into the A bomb site. We haven't actually seen much Montaigne play since invitational. That was, of course, a whole season, and actually, well, almost 2 seasons ago, basically.
6 months.
This season's just about done. So, yeah, it was quite a while ago. But you can see here very clearly VG coming back to the basics, coming back to their old tried and true, and we'll see if it works here against Excellence, although I have to question whether it's necessary or not. As again, they did win with their standard take previously. And if that pattern continues, then that's all they really need. I mean, obviously, Excellence, they haven't rotated off of the Geisha, or sorry, not the Geisha, the tea room karaoke defense. It's the same thing, so in theory, if Excellence executes the same way, sorry, if Vertical executes the same way, they could just make this work. But, I mean, I guess adjustments are good for the fluidity of a win.
And it could also be the fact that they don't want to necessarily show their hands in this match, and so they're going to go with a tried and true method of 2 metas ago, going all the way back here on Skyscraper. They could just be saying, hey, this is something that's worked in the past, let's just throw it together, see if it works this time. Woo! Paul's being over-aggressive, tries to go for the shot there to Eclipse, but Eclipse was ready for it.
Eclipse wins those. He hits those flicks. He must have, what was likely happening there is Eclipse heard the heartbeat detector be put back away, and that's really loud noise. And he's like, oh, this window. He's gonna vault out of this window, and he was certainly right about that.
Attackers have located a
Probably
bomb.
went for the pre-fire as soon as he heard the heartbeat detector. Now Avian's gonna be pressuring onto this north stairway. Looks like he's gonna be taken out by Brian. That's good aggression there from him. The longer Brian is allowed to stay alive on these stairs, the worse. So I think Young was just down there from the east side of the building. Yeah, this is my man peeking through this east side wall, taking out, downing Young. Meanwhile, Brian's going to get his second kill of this round. It looks like this might be the first defense, successful defense that is, for either team, going in favor of Excellence.
Now it looks as though Young is going to crawl his way all the way back to the, I think that's the south balcony.
Could you imagine if Brian ran out right now onto that west balcony? He could have swift double kill, but it's not going to happen. And King George is going to make his way upstairs here. He's going to start pressuring onto the B window. This is what happened last time. King George was allowed to pick off Brian, and then VG just kind of filed on into B and got those trades. My man's going to reestablish this angle, but Young's going to be ready for it this time, and he will get the kill. That's actually a really important kill there, because now not only is East pressure alleviated, but also more importantly, the man count swings back into an even.
Looks like a shotgun kill from Brian takes out the Blackbeard. King George moving on into the B site.
Brian's on fire for this round.
Yellow Cubby's going to have one member in it. Brian gets taken out there by Young. A knife from Fox goes on to Avian. Last member alive was Young, but coming out there will be bullets from Fox to finish off the final members of VG.
So I think that was a 3K for Brian and a 2K for Fox. Well done to him. Well done to both of them, actually. And there you go. That is the very first defense win there for either team. Going on to Excellence's side. That's a pretty big leap, and you have to imagine that VG is going to be able to reciprocate said leap, but it's going to be difficult. As the last time we saw Excellence attack onto this bomb site, it was so dominant. And it's going to be, again, same bomb site, karaoke tea room. I think that most teams heavily prefer to defend the karaoke tea room to any other option on this map.
Attackers need to locate and
I think so, and typically after this site gets successfully defended, we'll see the bomb site go downstairs to the barbecue and kitchen area. Every now and again we'll see the exhibition and display, or exhibition and trophy, however you want to call it. But typically that barbecue kitchen is the second favorite bomb site.
Yeah, and I think between these two teams, it's going to be the same way. It's just barbecue kitchen, unless they have something special to show us on one of the other bomb sites, which is entirely possible. I'm guessing they probably practiced this map together. I mean, you could tell. Actually, you can tell by the way that it's played. It reflects each other. I mean, yeah, no, Excellence and VG definitely both seeming like
5 seconds to insertion.
almost like brothers in a sense in terms of their teams how they play. You're seeing a lot of you can see a lot of similarities between them.
Left the area of operation.
Okay, so Excellence, if they win this round, are going to put themselves at 3-1, and they have been very successful in this again. Previously, Fox is looking to go for that same aggressive Ash charge underneath the yellow corner, and if he does this, he again will disable that yellow corner for play from VG, and it doesn't look, nobody from VG is in a position to stop this. There's no, oh, actually there's holes in the floor here from Avian. Avian's gonna be ready to receive Fox A, but he will look away just the wrong moment, and because that Fox A has made his way in, did you guys see that? Barely.
Oh, and that's going to tag Slash down to 25 health, a little bit less than 20 health. Now, the importance of that hole, not necessarily, yes, it will stop someone from being inside of that yellow corner, or at least it'll make them risky, but at the same time, all they have to do is stick a drone down in there, and the drone can look on up, and someone who's dead off the board can get that information, call out one of the defenders sitting in the corner. We do have Eclipse inside of the drum room. Fox is going to be underneath of it, looking like he's going to come up the middle stairs. Avian gets Gets a nice shotgun kill into Fox, though. That's going to be Ash off the board. Gurmy's still trying to work his way up the north stairwell. He realizes that, hey, oh, there's a Valkyrie camera right above him. I think Gurmy finally saw it right there, lit up right in front. There he goes, takes it on down. A 5-on-4 now. And a lot of this wall has just been terrorized open inside of the B site.
This might be defense win here for VG despite the early aggression, but no, Geo's starting to get this trade back, making it happen. That's Eclipse playing onto the drone, or sorry, the drum. And Geo bringing it back for his team. That's very important frag there. Oh, another kill there from a man onto Young playing in the B-bomb site. And now pressure is starting to be alleviated.
King George will pick up killing him a man after Sledge had been injured, had been disoriented with the yokai. Looks like another burst is going to go on out. Gurmy again still feeling a little bit woozy over there. He's now going to have to fight off for about 10-20 seconds or so. Plant's going to try to go down as a cover comes out. Geo goes, downs him, and finishes off. Slash, more bullets coming in through. Looks like it might tag the shoulder of King George. Plant successful, and it looks as though there's going to be a nice shot. However, King George comes out on top. And it looks as though it's going to be King George and Avian. Last two alive. King George down to very little health. Avian coming out the north stairs. They're going to go for a continued dual peek here. One out the window, one out the door. Avian's going to go for the shotgun kill. Misses his target. King George comes swinging out. Looks like he's going to go for the diffuser, but fakes it. And Geo realizes he's tucked around in the corner. He's going to come on out. Oh, he gets rid of the Claymore. It's done. King George, look at the shots coming out of the window. Look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, the hip fire shot there to get rid of the Claymore. That will allot him enough time and enough surprise to win round number 4. Vertical Gaming now ties it up 2-2.
Okay, so Excellence won that round, and then VG won that round actually because King George, straight up. That was just basically just King George stepping up, getting that 1 versus 3 clutch by himself, destroying the Claymore to get that vault out. What an excellent play there from King. Now, it should have been a 3-1 lead. It should be a 3-1 lead right now, but ladies and gentlemen, it is a 2-2. Now both of these teams have successfully attacked and defended the karaoke. And now we're going to be moving on to the second defense site for Excellence, which is going to be that kitchen barbecue.
I'd like to know how many hits King George was on the diffuser when he faked it, or when he got up off it. Not necessarily
like
faked it,
just
but when he got up off. However, he did ultimately get the clutch there, one of a kind. Now, as we said earlier, bomb site for the secondary location will go downstairs into the kitchen and barbecue. Typical spot here, and wonder if how much vertical pressure we're going to see. Gurmy and Fox are currently topside, and it looks as though they're going to be reinforcing, possibly with some mirror windows. We'll have to see where those go in the future.
5 seconds remaining.
We see here one getting placed off. That's actually going to be an odd spot. Definitely not a common one, looking from the middle stairwell into the tea room.
Yeah, some definitely some odd mirror windows going on there, but that's just going to be, I think, a little bit more control towards the east side of the building there for Excellence, and that's important when you're holding a kitchen barbecue. You have to maintain that east control. Because it's a lot easier to maintain east control when you're defending top floor, as you don't have to worry too much about defending on the bottom floor, obviously. And defending east from top floor is as simple as controlling drum, which is, you know, you could do that by holding a 90-degree angle. So it's a lot easier to hold it up. That mirror window is going to alleviate some of that extra pressure, which is applied as when you're holding downstairs. VG looks like they're just trying to take from the top down here. Once they have control over Gauge Room, they're going to start opening up holes. And as you can see here, Excellence actually isn't roaming upstairs aside from Gurmy inside of Drum, which is different to say the least. Usually you see a very heavy investment from the defenders in the top floor when defending kitchen barbecue.
Yeah, he's seemingly very exposed up there, having three large avenues come towards him. You've got the east side, the west side, and he can fall off. But that's definitely not a typical spot we see anyone, especially a 1-speed.
Yeah. He's not going to have a lot of options in terms of rotation. In fact, he has one, but he's already utilized said option. And there's only half the round left here for VG, or a little bit less than half the round, actually. They've really got to make this They really got to make this push happen sooner rather than later. They have control over Geisha, but that's not really going to afford them much. As you can see here, Excellence has 3 people ready to pounce as soon as VG drops into Kitchen, so they're not likely to get that defuse plant easily, despite having this complete vertical control.
It looks as though Young or Slash, they want to drop. I can sense it in their bones, and they're just waiting for that perfect opportunity. Flashbang's gonna come on out. Brian will get flashed out. Gas grenade is gonna go exploding. Another gas grenade gets tossed on out. Now 35 seconds left to go. Last flashbang comes out. Brian does not get flashed in time. Therefore, the falls will happen. Slash gonna move in forward. Tags on down. Looks for Brian. Picks it on up. And Gio gets tagged down as well. A wonderful double kill coming out from Slash. Pistol kill from King George will remove Fox. And Gurmy gets a 1 trade onto Avian. A 2-on-4 now. Diffuser did get planted, however. My man picks off 1 kill, trying to make it back into man count. Goes for a second, but misses the target. It's going to be a 2-on-2 now with Gurmy taking out the head there of Young, Slash, and King George. Gurmy will fall as my man gonna be the last man alive. Gets a couple shots there on the Slash in the side. You have 2 members from VG. Diffuser has been planted. There's about 25 seconds to go. And Gurmy, I'm sorry, my man, last man alive, still fighting tooth and nail against Slash here inside of the kitchen. Goes for some shots, King George. Oh no, looks as though my man picks off 1. Goes for the revolver shots above, but he does not have enough time.
Yeah.
This automatically goes to Vertical Gaming, regardless if this kill happens or not. There it
Both
goes.
of them will survive the round, but that doesn't really matter. It will be a Vertical victory. Good execution there for Vertical. I like the attempt at the defense there from Excellence. They were obviously planning on collapsing on that kitchen as soon as the defuse started coming through, but the problem that happened is Vertical just basically stacked all 5 players straight in. Well, not all 5 actually, 4 players straight in through the Geisha. And that amount of pressure is not easily alleviated or collapsed upon by the defenders. Too many bodies really from VG for Excellence to handle. Plus that great push from Slashug into the delivery hallway. If that hadn't happened, then if he hadn't got that swift double kill, then it still could have been an excellent collapse there from Excellence.
Definitely. I mean, that was just a pristine gunfight that you had to win, and Slash came out on top.
That's the right way to do it. Now 3-2 Vertical. This has been the slugfest that we saw in the first map so far, but this is about where Vertical Gaming walked away with the lead. The question is, will Excellence keep it going and push it to overtime? Now, interestingly, we've not seen overtime yet between these 2 teams.
We have not, and
first map was definitively in favor of VG, and the second map was definitively in favor of Excellence.
Yep, each 5-1 if I recall.
No, 5-2, 5-1, I believe.
You're right.
Excellence 1-2 in
Correct,
the first map. And then, so, I mean, Excellence has been feeling pretty strong here so far on map number 3 as well. I do think that this is probably going to be our overtime map here, ladies and gentlemen.
That camera right there is why you bring in IQ.
Yeah, so
right here.
we're talking about how easy it is to play. Like, there are so many spots to put cameras on outside on Skyscraper that will afford you plenty of information, and you can tell here, VG are going to use it to get some great runouts. My man just barely. He's going to go for the ball.
He grabbed 1 kill, and that's going to be the sledge off the board. 2 frag grenades on as Brian gets the knife kill.
So aside from just the man, actually there's a trade back from Foxay, so that's actually going to be really bad for VG. This is probably going to be this trade back here in terms of rounds from Excellence because of those 2 kills. Such a man advantage in the favor of, okay, so a 5-4 is not as bad as a 4-3. A 4-3 is definitely in the favor of the team with the 4, because at some point you start losing so much control. Having only 3 players, the defenders there's a lot of pressure on them now. I like what Eclipse is doing here with these holes, although I don't know that it's really going to change much. To be completely honest, I think it's mostly just a distraction, as King George is playing aggressively inside of the T. If an attacker comes around the corner, they're going to see those holes and fixate on them, which will give King George the ability to peek around the corner.
Now, as soon as the tip of this gun is spotted or bullets are seen, Eclipse will either wallbang or get this shot down onto Brian.
to see the bullet tracers coming through the wall, but he's gonna stay firm on. Wow, it's all down to
Gurmy
Clips
and
now.
Geo picking up Young and King George. Last one alive is going to be a clip.
I don't
He
think
gets
knows.
one, but a 3-on-1 now.
I don't think he knows he has the diffuser there,
He
so
does
he's gonna
not.
get aggressive.
Fox A going to be at the bottom of the stairs. Flashbang comes on out. Not even necessary as Fox picks up the kill. Round 6 goes into the hands of Excellence. It's a 3-on-3 now, or 3-3.
Yeah, and this is that's kind of honestly what I expected there. I mean, obviously both of these teams feeling very strong right now. No match point going to be coming out yet, and I do think we're going to see overtime here between them. It's going to be Excellence back onto the defense. They're going to be able to defend Karaoke T-Room, which they have had mixed success here, of course. They lost their first attempt. They won their second. But arguably on that second defense attempt, they were pretty strong seemingly against VG. However, the way that VG attacked this on their second attack is they brought that Montaigne to the field and went for a little bit of an older push that really did not work at all. And as you can tell here, VG have opted not to bring Montaigne this time. So I think they're saying, okay, yeah, that clearly did not work for us. Let's not try to force it again. So this could be VG winning this round and then walking away with their lead, as they'll probably be able to. So if VG wins this round, put themselves on 4-3, that's going to be match point. Then if they go on to win their defense of the kitchen of the karaoke room, then that's going to be, well, that's going to be the series in favor of VG. But the big if, of course, Excellence has been putting up a great fight throughout the series, and of course this specific map.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Now, looking at VG here, they are starting on the south end of the map, working their way up to the balcony of Geisha.
Oh, this time they're actually going to spot Gurmy, light him up, but I don't think it's really going to matter too much here. It's just going to mean Gurby's going to be forced to go somewhere else and roam a different portion of the map. He's lost one HP's, one bullet's worth of HP, but that's really not a big deal for Gurmy. Playing Pulse as a 3-speed operator, that's not what you're relying on.
Looking on over here, King George is going to hold down that corner, or hold down that corridor again, which he had to get off of. I think it was round number 1 previously, and that allowed for Gurmy to get the entry on up to the north stairs, pick off a kill. Now yet again, another good Valk cam coming out of Fox A. Just easily spotting this out from Eclipse. Says, hey, there's 2 on this balcony. It's going to be Eclipse and Young. And we'll see if we can get these kills down. A minute and a half left to go in the round, ladies and gentlemen. At 5-on-5 still to ensue.
Yeah, this is actually pretty typical between Excellence and VG. They do very much stall out on each other here. And this isn't a case of the attackers being too slow or the defenders being too passive. It's just an understanding for both these teams of what each other are doing and being inside the other team's mind. And they're trying to find the best opportunity to work through how Excellence defends, and Excellence is trying to find the best opportunity to capitalize on when that's what I'm talking about. That's that opportunity right there. Geo really capitalizing on it, going for a quick aggressive rush there. Will take out Eclipse.
Now he knows that Avian is inside of the Geisha room. Some bullets just went flying into his side. Avian looking like he's trying to tag 1 kill. Slash gets the kill there onto Gurmy. That's the Pulse out of commission. We are going to see this looking like it. Brian going to have a heck of a time trying to hold down B. That is his second gas grenade, I believe. He might have 1 left in his arsenal. He does. He's got a hole opened up so he can drop it in the north stairs if he needs to. But right now, the castle barricade on the window of B is getting opened up. Young meleeed that open. King George now going to be here. Last gas grenade goes on out. Flashbangs come on in. Gets him just for a split second. Now he's going to duck on down, get back on up inside.
No gas grenades anymore.
Avian's going to push inside, go for some pre-fire. Brian comes out on top. Young then shoots to get the refrag on down. King George did pick up a kill. 2-on-2 now. Man's trying to get back onto site. Looks like Diffuser going to get planted here in a moment. My man needs to go for a push. There goes one in. Looks like Geo will not get the kill. My man goes for it. Can he get King George down? Goes for the shots. Tags him down. Gets him. Can he also get Young? He's got to push in right now to get it. He gets the pistol kill, and that's going to be Excellence. Going up 4-3. Match point, series point here on Skyscraper.
Great job there from a man getting that clutch. Really did seem like a VG win there, but again, they lost. So the problem with the VG attacks that we've been seeing happen quite a lot is that they win, they take control but via refrags, right? forcing their guys into tricky positions. They lose them, and then they get the refrag. They get the trade. And that's great. That's all well and good. But when it comes down to the last couple seconds and you have to get that defuse plant, you only have one man advantage. You don't have enough time to have, you know, two people fight one guy. So yeah, despite the fact they had the man advantage there, it just wasn't enough. Not enough coverage there coming out from VG. Not one extra person to get that kill after King George got down. And now Excellence Gaming are on match point, and all they need to do is successfully attack a karaoke defense here from VG.
I mean, you heard it from Fox earlier in the interview that going from a 5th, 6th place team in the Pro League last season and quote unquote being a very, we'll call it, not well-known team. Some of the players, yes, they're known, they've been in the Pro League before, but the team itself and this combination of players is not very well known. To come out and possibly be the first place team out of North America is a feat that not many people and not many teams can say they've accomplished.
Can we see that scoreboard again? Look at that scoreboard. Look at my man and Gio right now, putting up quite a lot of work there. And King George as well. I mean, we've been seeing some pretty incredible clutches for both of these teams, of course. And it's a lot of these rounds have come down to one or two people really just stepping it up. Fox is going to be going for that early aggression yet again. Looks like onto the underneath the yellow. Now, of course, his teammates are going to drone him out. Make sure that it's clear. You know, that he can actually go for that. I think that actually we will have someone from VG attempting to stop that. It looks like one of the 3 speeds between either the Jaeger. Yeah, it's going to be the Jaeger. He's actually playing on the drone drop down, as you can see there over by Drum. He's going to be waiting for that Ash to rush in, I think. Maybe trying to drop down and pick her off. I'm not sure. Can't quite see him. Nope.
Gurman's going to be on this west balcony, similar to where King George sits, and just watching for some of the rotation pattern. My man looking around says, hey, is there a Valk game out here? Most likely there is, and he just is not able to see it yet.
It's a very aggressive play here from Slash, and it will be capitalized upon by Gio. Good job to Gio there. Double Claymore.
Double Claymore.
We're not taking chances anymore with King.
Crisscross applesauce. You can see it right down there at the windowsill.
So directly countering King George, as you can see.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Inside the mind of King George.
That's a good double up, though. I think that's actually the right call there from Excellence.
A bomb has been located.
I gotta imagine after losing that last round, they're like, no,
I just want to see.
never again.
I want to see like 2 more. Just go like 4 Claymores all at the window.
Okay, that would be just overkill. Come on, man.
Hey, it's King George we're talking about.
The only way to counter 2 Claymores is to like throw an impact or a C4, and that would counter 4 as well as it would counter 2. It doesn't look like Fox actually did that to Ash that he did last time, or the last couple times underneath yellow. But that's not going to matter, as Brian's going to take out Young, and now it's a 3-on-5. Looks like Excellence is going to deny this overtime here for VG.
Very possible. 55 seconds left on the board. King George, Eclipse, and Avian, last 3 alive on VG. Fox is going to go up the north stairs, try to get a couple shots there on Eclipse. Looks as though King George gets one on a Gurmy and gets traded down to Avian, picking up the kill there on a Fox. 3-on-3 now. However, Eclipse has been injured. That means Avian now needs to cover and allow King George to rotate over, try to pick up his teammate. But right now, I don't think he's going to get safe enough or feel comfortable enough to do so. 30 seconds on the board. There's one enemy that's been detected outside. Oh, they are going to go for the pickup. Eclipse navigates back into the corner. My man tags 1 down. Avian still tucked around. My man goes for a 2nd kill there. Picks up Eclipse. That's 2 down. King George last man alive. My man gets a triple kill to get a clear Excellence, winning this map, winning this series, making them the first place team out of North America. A wonderful clutch and a wonderful round set of matches here from Excellence.
Not one single overtime